paper cut.
Oh, I hate those things. They can really sting. Okay. So just let your finger rest lightly on the Don't press them. There, you hear now that time the pitch didn't distort. Before it was going like it was crying or something. Okay. All right, so what are you going to play first?
String builder.
Okay, which one?
An overnight hike.
Okay, we have a duet. Let's play the duet. Which part do you need to do, upper or lower?
Upper.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I was looking at your part. Let's start again. Ready? Go. Well, let's get a better C though. Repeat. Can you go a little lower on your 3 and a little higher on the 1? That's the idea. Lower on the 3 though. The 3 is still too far away from the 1. Try it again. The 3 on the D was okay. The 3 on the G is always going too high. Take the repeat. The repeat. Try again. A little lower 3, a little higher 1. Bring them closer together, in other words. Yeah, you hear the difference now? You have to get them to feel like they're a little close together. Otherwise, your 1 tends to play a little bit sharp, and your 3, a little low actually. The 1 was a little low, and the 2 was a little sharp. So just bring them a little closer together, and you have it. Okay, let's try it again with repeats. Now you're all warmed up, right? Okay, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. spread apart. The 1's too low, the 3's too high. Bring them closer together. Try this again. Start right there. You don't flat the B. Oh. Again, pull the 3 back a little bit. Pull the 3 back a little bit. Not that much. It's only on the G string you have to do that. It's always okay. Usually it's okay on the G string, but it's only on the G that you have to do that. Do you understand that it's because it's on the other side of the curve? Still too high on the G string. Try it again. Getting there. Getting there. Now when you play the 3 on the D, don't try to pull back on that. That was okay before. Don't try to pull back on that. Listen to the 1. Okay. All right, try the other part now. Let's see how you do on that. Let me check my screens. I tuned it when I came in, but then it acclimated. Okay, here we go. Switch parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful though. You have to have the 1 on the D and keep the 1 down and then put the 2 on the A next to it. Hit 1 on the D. That's too high. Better. Now put the 2 on the A. Now play them together. Pull the 1 back just a tad. There, that's a perfect minor 6th. Okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, your 1 is starting out too high now. Okay, ready, go. This is your E. Is it ringing? You hear the difference now? Okay, you have to test that finger before you start. Have it in place. Okay. Ready, go. Now, I don't know if you could keep it down. That's a little tricky. I wouldn't expect it to do that. I mean, if you were flexible enough to do that, you could. Just saying, it's possible, but you don't have to. But you do need to get the 4 and 2 here. Now, where in the second line is the 4? You have it one time on the second line, isn't it? That's right. Okay, so go ahead. Start from right here. Be careful, don't hit your A string. Play the last 3 notes again. Just a little sharp. Pull it back. That's the idea. So you bring it around, set, and then go. Not too high. That's the idea. Okay. Now, do you want to try the whole thing again now on either one of the parts, or do you want to wait till next time?
Oh, it's me.
That's fine. Okay, you understand it better now, right? About the intervals, the spaces between your fingers. Now, have we finished everything up to this point, or is there still something that we're hanging on to?
They finish everything.
Oh my gosh, all those pizzicato things, huh? Until they see the ones coming up in the next book. Okay, now this ought to be easy. Number 138. Pull in that 3, pull in that 3. Not quite that much. That's the spot, yeah. Now try it again. You started out with longer bows and they kind of got less and less until you stabilized at about this much bow for the long notes. And I really want you to try to use more bow on the long notes like this. Okay, can you do that? Can you play it with a broad stroke? That's sharp though, that's sharp. You're bumping into the D string, do you know why? Why are you hitting the D? Huh? That's right, yeah. Feel like you're pointing the tip toward the floor. It won't look that way, but it should feel like it. And that should get you off the D string and onto the G. It should give you a big juicy sound on the G string. Let's get sharp though, don't get sharp. You're still hitting the D. Think of pointing the tip of the bow toward the floor. It's getting there. Okay, let's try it. Let's start with the piano. One, two, three, 4. Be careful, don't hit extra strings. Be very careful of your angle. Ready, go. level with the floor. It won't look that way, but it should feel like it's level with the floor when you're on the D. So you're hitting the A string. Flip it over. That's seriously flat. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Try it again. Those three notes were a little flat. Listen to the pitch. Yeah, there you go. Did you get that 3 you had? Stop hitting the A string. Tip the bow over more. If you hear A, it means you're tipped back toward the A too much. Point the tip of the bow so that it feels like the bow is level with the floor. A little higher. Higher pitch. Yeah, hear the difference? Now start with the C again. So work on not just the intonation, but the broad stroke, okay? You're getting that freedom in the bow now, that's sounding better, okay? But then you have to control the bow more when you're using a longer length of bow. It's easier to control a short stroke. So okay, you're going to need longer strokes on a lot of things that you're going to be doing in book 2, a lot of really fun things. Okay? So really work on getting those long strokes and be very careful of your string crossings. Now you can practice chemical variations with string crossing, you know, with starting on this D string going over to the A. You can practice Mississippi Hot Dog, or just practice the crossing. Just practice going from one string to the other, and then go from G to the D. You can do that with the crossings. You can do that with fingers. You can do any variation you like. But you know, the crossings are going to give you more practice crossing than just playing the tune. More interesting playing the tune, perhaps, but you'll get more practice if you just take the rhythms and just use the open strings, just practice the crossings, just to get onto one string or the other without hitting anything else. Okay, so that's a really important thing to master. Okay, let's hear you do the spooks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Check your G. It's a bit flat. Make it higher, please. Higher. try it again. Don't stop. If you hit a wrong note, then just pretend it didn't happen and go on to the next one. Okay? Let's try it again. Ready, go. Can you pitch the last note without hitting two strings? That's it. Make sure you pull up. Okay, let's do it one more time. Pretty good. And you're going to have a repeat this time, right? You're going to do it twice. Ready, go. Let's try it again. Watch out, not too high on the two. Ready, go. The game starts. Which part you'd like to do first?
The upper.
Oh, okay, you're brave. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Remember, do a broad stroke with a stop on the quarter notes. Okay, go ahead. A broad note with a stop. Ready? Here we go. It's not a slow game. It's kind of a peppy game. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it again. Be careful if you see. Play C. Check it with open E. It's a little too high. Try it again. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Take the repeat. Take the repeat. Oh. Let's try it again. Stop on the first note. Try it again. Broad, but not. See, look. See, like this. I'm saying a broad stroke, not. It's too short, you see. If you use a broad stroke, then it's not so short. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Remember, whenever you have a finger on a string and you're crossing to an open string, you don't take your finger off to play that open string if it's different. If you were playing E, it would be okay. But you went, I heard open E with it. It doesn't sound good if you play it, if you're playing open E. Then you pick it up. After you get to the A, then pick it up. Like that. Try that right there. Your finger was touching your A string, wasn't it? Lower F natural. The others were good. That's the idea. Take a repeat. Ooh. Get the pitch. That's a bit sharp now. Match it. Check it. against open E. Should be a major third. It's a bit sharp. Now it's a bit flat. Oh, happy medium. Okay, here we go. Yeah, not so choppy. Right here. Go to the next part. Ooh, the B should be natural on the A. Try it by yourself here. Got that line? F natural. Your B is not making it. Can you get the B in the right spot? First finger on the A string. It's not low. It's not flat. Okay. Yeah, remember the crisscross fingering? Remember that? Low, high, low, high. Yes. Try it again. Start the second line again. Be careful. The 2 is a little sharp there. The 2 is a little flat. Play 2, 3, 3, 2. Those were all flat. Can you get all those in here? Yeah. Try the whole line again. Careful. The 2 should be straight across from the 2 you just played. You see you have a C at the beginning of the measure? 2, 3, 2. Look, see 2, 3, 2. See, don't lift the 2 to play the 3. Then all you do is move it over. Okay, try that. Keep the 2 on the string when you go for the 3, and then just move the 2 straight across. Don't pull back on it. Yes, again, do it a few more times so you're used to it. See? Again. Careful, the 2 was a bit sharp, the others were okay. That's too high. It's too high. Don't make the others lower, though. Oh, that was nice. Did you hear those nice ringing tones on the 3 and the 2? Yeah, So start right here in the middle of the line there. Again, don't let go of the 1 until you've crossed. Try again. Arch the 1 so that it doesn't touch your A string. But see, the 2 is too far back. You didn't bring it right across. Try it again. Yeah, good. Careful. But make sure the 1 comes up high enough on the A string. But don't let the 2 step on the 1. The 1 sounded okay, but the 2 was stepping on it. Yeah, a little higher 1. Again, and this time don't lift the 1 on the E so early. I heard an open E. I don't want to hear open E. No ghosts. Halloween's over. The 1 has to come up higher on the A. Yes, again, a little higher on the 1. Keep your finger a little longer. that. You want to try the lower line now?
Okay.
All it has is 2 pitches. Okay, here we go. So again, the broad stroke with a slight stop at the end. Okay, on quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. Repeats, okay? I'll mark that line off. That part's okay. All right, that lower part. Okay, just for this part, not for that part. That needs more work. Okay, let's do this duet now. This is for ringing tones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. It's a B natural, not a B flat. Okay, ready, go. Bingo. That's right. Yeah. So we're doing the 4 because we're just coming up the scale, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the D is preparing you to get to the 3 on the D string. But it gives you a chance to check. And did they match? No. Your 3 and your 4 were too low on the G string. So now try it by yourself and really listen to your pitches, okay? You need to be careful, that's a bit sharp, isn't it? Make sure you're in hurries before you begin. Now that time you overshot it, didn't you? Did you hear how sharp your 4 was? It didn't ring, did it? And that was the first clue. Check with your open A though. Let's just see if your D has changed. Okay, play D with A. Actually, your D is a little sharp, so make the D a little lower. Here, let me do it, okay? Just hand it to me. Double check. Yeah, I went sharp. Listen for the ringing sound when you play that 4. try the other part. I'll play the top part, you play the lower. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have to be careful. Now you have to listen to your intervals with my notes. So when you're playing your B and I'm playing my G, it has to sound like, and it can't be, see, that's a little sharp. Can you tell that's a little sharp? Kind of makes you grit your teeth, right? It has to be a nice interval there. Now when you're playing F sharp and I'm playing open D, hear how that sounds? Now if it's a little too high, doesn't sound so good. Or if it's a little too low, ooh, not quite right. Okay, so you have to listen to your intervals with mine. Now let's try it once more. And it has to repeat, doesn't it? Try again, ready, go. See, that too is a little too high. You hear how that one sounds with my G? Can you put it back a little? That's better, go on. And here we go. There, okay, that's getting better. So I'll mark that one off, okay? Okay, so we'll get to some other things next time, okay? We did 45, so
Oh.
we made up the last 15 for Thanksgiving. We're
Okay.
all made up for Thanksgiving.
Oh, cool.
Okay, good.